Help me. Wait. Smackhammer is back.
Hey, let me tell you something, baby. Smackhammer in the building.
Yes, sir. Look at him.
Sorry. What's going on, y'all? Hey. This is what?
Savage AF. Savage AF is what it is, man. I'm Black Pedro.
I'm Shang. And we got a lot of people in the feed that are regulars, and we appreciate you immensely. Like, I mean, if gigantically,
enormously,
not economically, because I
egregiously,
sacrilegiously,
indescribably, it's
sexually. No, can't say that because it'd be dudes in the feed. Capitalistically, cataclysmically. Yeah, cataclysmically.
Hey, I'm on tequila
specifically.
Already, so that's
specifically. Yes, categorically. That one is categorically.
Categorically.
Categorically, which is scattered.
That's categorical.
Categories.
Wasn't that a game? Category?
Yeah, category. Yeah, that was category or something like that. We're here for you. This is the show, and we like to tell you things that you haven't heard, but in a way that is easily digestible for the masses and the trolls who can effectively cup the nuts of a hobo. Listen.
Hey.
Savage AF's in the building.
You know what it is. We're here Monday through Friday, live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, which is why you need to be tapped in, as the kids say, tapped in, as the kids say, to the YouTube page. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen if you're watching. If you're listening, we'll get you right now where I say it's youtube.com/c/ Savage AF World, all one word, man. That's it. Savage AF.
Savage AF World, very easy to find. Or if you just put in Savage AF, you'll see our mugs, and then what you do is boom, you tap, boom, follow. And if you do follow, you already know what it is. Slap that bitch. Slap it.
Slap it a base.
Slap it after it. Slap it. Yes, more cowbell.
Ding, let's go.
Ding, ding. So make sure you do that, and make sure you check us out on all the other platforms. But you got to subscribe. But if you do go to the page, you got to not only subscribe, you got to hit that like button. We need you to hit the like button. We need the thumbs up for the different shows that we put up here. This is a very good show. It's a very good show. It's very enlightening. It's quick-witted. It's
Savage AF.
It's Savage AF.
It's here's proof. Pamela Knox, one of our faithfuls, we love you. YouTube flagged me, first comment in. Let's go. All right, so she's ready already. She already got flagged. I got to go back to your first comment now. Like, I don't even know what you got
flagged. Well, hey,
you had said, girl. Damn.
It happens.
But that's just proof that our audience is often even more savage than either of us could ever.
Yes, but no, I don't know about if they're more savage. Like, don't get ahead of yourself, motherfuckers. All right, so also make sure you follow at Black Pedro. You know what it is. And make sure you follow me at Comedian Shang. If you do that, you will be a better person. And you will be a better person as a human being. As a human being, you'll be a better person. So make sure you do that. And if you get a chance, make sure that you check us out on all
the platforms.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this nigga go pass out.
No, make sure you follow
affects
us.
Your blood pressure. You know?
Make sure you follow us on all the platforms. And you know what they are. Come on, I'm going to say them this way. iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and
SoundCloud. Yeah.
Yeah, see, we oh, shit, he hit the end. That's how you do that shit. Oh, that was good. Helmo liked it. Helmo liked it a lot. See, if you slow down the voice, it makes it even creepier. I like Pedro a lot.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know,
nigga.
it's all about, you know, the
It's in
cadence.
flesh. It's like, hey, nigga, hey, what you talking about? But yeah, Savage AF in the building, and you know what it is. You know what our motto is. You know, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Facts matter. You're right.
Man.
Facts do matter. I want to give a big up to Black Pedro. Taped a show last night for you know, a little taping. Little taping. They had him closed because like, what? Your Pedro's the strongest, so it was cool. He did it. He did a great job.
I don't know if that was the reason why.
That was exactly the reason. That's what she told me.
Oh well, let's see. It you know, it was a fun experience. It was a great space, the Comedy Cube.
Yeah, and they were professional, and they handled their business. And we'll let you know when it comes out on YouTube and some other things. We'll also post it on our platforms too, so it'll be on Savage AF once it's edited down. You guys, we appreciate your look. We appreciate the way y'all feel, and we want y'all to enjoy the show and tell your friends, to share this fucking show. Okay. And
by the way, salute to you, Shang, for hosting this.
Yeah, that was the host,
and you know, you put it down and
thank you.
Definitely set a tone. You know what I mean? That you know that's like so important as a host, and you know, you've been like you could play all three positions. You know what I mean? It's like a basketball player was like, yeah, he's in the lane. And he's got some mid-range, and then you can extend him out to the three-point line, and the boy is pure. You know
oh my God, that was a three-pointer. But you know what? Speaking of that, before we jump into the show, because then we're going to have to backtrack, we will be at the Howard Hughes Theater. That's right, September 28th at 8 p.m., Tuesday, 8 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets now. Go to eventbrite.com and put in 50 Shades of Funny. You will see it. Buy your tickets now if you're in the LA area. Howard Hughes Theater. It's in Los Angeles. You will check us out live. So make sure you do that. And if you're in the Detroit area, boom, I will be at it's They So Funny, or it's called Funny Detroit. It's a comedy club there. Go to my website. You'll see the information. And then I'll be in Lansing, Michigan, the 25th and 26th, at Lansing, Michigan at Funny is Funny Comedy Club. So I'll be in two parts of Michigan at the same time, and I'll be doing some podcasts to big up Shangri, the special, and to big up another thing that you should definitely purchase. I don't know why you haven't done it yet.
Nobody's doing it.
Black Pedro Begins, the album. Make sure you check it out.
I outstreamed Drake, guys.
Okay, so all I know is that you should download it. You should definitely pick it up. It's good for you. All right, and you can go to the
especially
Black
breakfast
Pedro.
In the morning for the family.
That was the last thing I was thinking.
Also, make sure that you're on Amazon, right?
Boom. Yeah. Check me out on Amazon. It's Shangry, the special. I will be on other platforms. IMDb TV coming up soon. I will be also on Tubi. I'll be on all the other platforms where you can check the special out. Make sure you check it out. Give me a thumbs up, or on Amazon. Make sure you do a review or a rating. All right, let's get into the show. I'm sorry because sometimes you got to get that shit out the way before you beat a motherfucker to death with a shotgun.
You know what it is. Just quick shout outs before we get this started. To hear Savage AF, Nicole H, Lady Hazel May, Breezy JJ's. I see you. Wendy Edwards, always in the building. We love it. Who else? Evelyn, I see you. I saw a few more. Miss No Slick, I see you.
Rhonda.
Yes. Stacy P, I see ya. Man, y'all are here, man. I appreciate y'all so much. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, we got Evelyn Gatlin's in the building.
Okay, baby mama, daddy mama is here.
Oh, she showed up.
The woman who's got me pregnant. She just keep coming through.
Hola.
Miss Adverb. So we appreciate your presence. She is also our Secretary of Defense. But also owes child support, which is a weird cabinet position to be in.
Just a very
whatever. It's Savage AF, so our cabinet. It's not bare, but it's there. Okay. All right.
That was.
That's when you broke when you have to make everything rhyme. Nigga, hey, don't worry. I'm gonna tell you a story.
All you motherfuckers, y'all ready to get your hammer on? All right, let's go.
Time. All right, man. It's Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. 21.
Yeah.
It is, y'all. If you're playing the lottery, go do it tonight. We're going to end tonight with a Shangry. Nominate this. Fuck you, Emmys. Pay me.
Yeah. I mean that.
before we get into that, Black Pedro pop in today. Can I be me? Simple question.
Can I just be me? I can't be nothing else. What else can I see? I gotta be me.
Is that a Sinatra?
Yeah.
I don't think I even know.
You didn't know that? That's
no,
like
I know that one.
Nobody knew that in the feed.
You finally got me. You got me with a reference that I was not.
You did not get. Yeah. Okay. Most of the time you get it.
But your presentation informed me that probably. That guy, Sinatra.
Yes.
So,
Wendy Edwards in the building. We got a lot of people in the building. Make sure that you share this feed when you're on Ready Facebook. We are on Facebook on our fan page, Savage
F.
Make sure you follow us, subscribe, and tell your friends about it. We'll let you know about the different shows. Let's get this started. The rundown on the run up.
Oh no, we was already in it. We in the rundown and the run up. So we said the SHANGRY. Black Pedro popping, we got it. When white girls go missing, okay, that's before that. Not to racialize things, but sometimes we do that on this show. Sometimes we get into that. We do have a motherfucker say what today.
Yes,
and I'm gonna keep it a secret until just stick around for that at least. And then before we get into that, we are gonna start off. Today's show. It is September 21st, 2021. And I want to say this again. It is September 21st, 2021. And in the past couple of days, we have now seen images of U.S. Border Patrol getting back to their good old slave catching roots in a role we've never seen in any other border crossing. You seen the helicopters, you seen the vehicles roll up, whatever. You ain't never seen a bunch of crackers on Nags, and I'm just going to start it off like that today because it's 2021. Crackers on Nags, slanging whips against guess who? Black-ass Haitians, okay?
Yeah.
And we going to get into why they're there in a bit, but the reality is the imagery, the action, the sociology of it, all goes back to the slave catching roots. And when I say that they used, even Secretary Homeland Security, Alexander Mayorkas, said it today that you cannot weaponize horses against little children. And they were literally bucking. I saw the horse knock down a man. I know it. I saw it. I was like, that horse is about to trample this kid. Like,
not only that, if you look at some of the video, they're yelling at them. This is our country. Get back, get back, get back. They are chasing them, and they're not carrying drugs. That's food.
Listen, there is a styrofoam that is clearly a fish plate or a chicken dinner or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, clearly that's food. I mean.
And by the way, Ronell, he was giving a shout out. Yeah, Ronell. I saw what you said. Yes, I agree. I wanted to let people know. Rest in peace. Brother that played Ezel's comedian, AJ Johnson passed away he passed away a couple of weeks ago, but they just found his body. And rest in peace was one of the top people on in Fridays, and you got your ass knocked out. So just wanted to do that real quick, get that out the way, but let's get back into the topic. I think that the images show exactly what middle, Americans that are Republicans and racists, this is what they want to see. This is what they want to see with you, Pedro. They want to see horses come up to your apartment and that's, in fact, if that was Pedro, that's what they would be doing. They were hitting them with whips.
If that was Pedro, I wouldn't have to go food. I'd have hot biscuits, nigga, but it wouldn't be.
You know what?
If it was for breakfast,
if it was Pedro, you know what you see? You see him lift the whip up, and then the next scene you see is the horse running off by itself, and Pedro standing there with the gun smoking.
And listen, I'll serve hot biscuits, but they will not be to go. You will be staying here. Lady D Banks, that was so disturbing to me, to her as well. Yeah, that to us all. I think these are the images that, and Biden and everybody the investigations are underway, and we're looking into it. Mayorkas is there. Madam Vice President Kamala Harris is.
She said, and now she did comment on it. She said it was disgusting, and it is disgusting. And the thing is, they're trying to act like these people are cattle. And if you look at the imagery, these are just people. These are people trying to go, and babies and women and children trying to get to away from the earthquake. Their
president was assassinated earlier.
The president was assassinated. They are in chaos. You know,
the government was in chaos. So in any time like that, obviously the poor are going to be even more underserved. And then, yes, as you mentioned, Shane, they had another. Okay. So within a decade, they've had two like catastrophic.
Right.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes that literally changed the infrastructure of Haiti.
Now
that type of shit, not normal, just a shaker like we had actually Saturday in California.
Yeah, the one prior to this was like more Port-au-Prince, so it hit the capital in a lot more structure. But this hit, I think, a more rural area but caused a lot of destruction. And
right,
and even in a rural area, you're gonna get more, a disproportionate amount of poor people, right? Like it's a greater concentration of poverty.
But it's because these are darker. Look, as a high yellow.
So as a result of all that, yes, these people are flee. They have nowhere else to go. So they're trying to find a better life. They're seeking asylum. Right. So one thing we should talk about is that the Biden administration has been maintaining the Trump administration's Trumpty Dumpty administration. Sorry to mispronounce that. The Trumpty Dumpty administration's anti-asylum policy, basically, where people can't claim that shit. Get the fuck out of here. We don't give a fuck. Don't give us your poor. Don't give us your weak. Don't give us your tired.
You know what Biden said? You know what Biden said? It's because of the pandemic. He said it's because of the pandemic. That's why they don't want to, continue to let people in. But these people are taking a chance, just coming over to Rio Grande and trying to get into the country for asylum. But the bottom line is, even if they were doing that, I've never seen them they didn't do that to the insurrectionists. I didn't see a bunch of people hitting people with whips at the end with the insurrection. I didn't see them.
Queen Bee said they didn't do that with the Afghan or the Taliban and
They didn't do that with the Taliban because the Taliban punked your ass.
They also, the last time we saw horses even closely used like this was against BLM protesters.
BLM protesters, right? Anybody that's of color, anybody that's black,
doing anything.
I haven't seen them do that to white protesters. I mean, white protesters in Charlottesville. I didn't see them do that. They're running over motherfuckers with cars, and that's a fact. You can look that up, and I know the trolls like. Well,
that wasn't
over people. No, but that was
that wasn't a state action.
No, that wasn't a state action. But what I'm saying is, I still didn't see them have that kind of force towards these people.
Oh yeah, I mean, like the state, right? The state obviously never wrangled in that energy because they are that energy, as we can see here, right? Like if you're wondering why, like the government never shut down the KKK, because a good part of the government
was the KKK.
No, is.
Right now. Oh yeah.
They might not call it the KKK, whatever, but it's a mentality. You don't have to even sign up for an organization if you have the mentality of this, right? Of that, right? Of yes. That, you will not replace us. This is our country. We own this thing. Blah blah blah.
If you have secret Nazis there, then yeah, I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, Pedro, you got to admit, okay, crackers, who that cracker on the nag?
Who is that cracker on that nag?
The main thing I see of this is it is almost like images of what you see pertaining to slavery, the way they are treating the Haitians because they are darker in color. Let's be real with that, because I haven't seen them even treat. I'm not saying that I want them to treat anybody this way, but I haven't seen them do this with Mexicans. I just haven't. If you got footage, that anybody out there got footage of it, show me it. But this footage is pretty stark. You can see that shit. You can see them hitting them with whips and chasing them.
Yeah, because I don't want to diminish, because I know that there are many cases, like countless, of Latino immigrants being abused coming across the border as a result of the process, or even by Border Patrol itself, right? So they get brutalized, but
I guess we haven't seen imagery like this.
Yeah, historically,
right?
For it to be like, that's why I emphasized 2021. Like, this is hard. These are 400-year-old images reproducing themselves in present day, and that's like, all right, man. That's why, yeah. I mean, I'm not like, yeah, if I ever have to move like that, I'm doing it differently. I'm gonna have food on me, but it won't be what's in my hands. I guarantee that.
Right,
I'll be, like I said, I got biscuits for you. They'll be.
But
hot.
you gotta watch the. Yeah. Hey man, what are those pop up fresh?
Out the oven.
Are those pop up fresh? Nah, but they ain't pop up fresh. But they pop off fresh. Okay, motherfuckers, they are pop off. The bottom line is,
get your oven mitts.
Yeah. Zing, 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 zing. I'm just telling you right now, the bottom line is these people are people. I know that because you see them as Haitian or dark-skinned people. Yeah, these are people. Stop trying to act like you're rattling cattle, wrangling cattle. And the way that they were talking to them, if you see some video, they're actually saying, "Get back! This is our country," and all this other stuff. Right. So that sounds racist as fuck because they are racist. Anybody of color that does something, we get, we get the full brunt of any kind of fucking force. Whereas if somebody white can drive down the street with a white girl hanging out of their car with a hammer in their head, stuck in their head, they still wouldn't stop them.
Shank, I just figured it out. I understand why this is happening to Haitians right now.
Why?
Fuck. This is why I like talking live, man, because like sometimes shit just hits you in real time, bro. Like, all right, we just talked about the other day that the United States basically fucked over France as far as France sees by forming this union with Australia and the UK. And selling Australia, I should say, a bunch of nuclear subs. So France is like, man, fuck you guys. I thought we were friends. We're your oldest alliance because
right.
It was the French and the colonialists against Britain in the Revolutionary War. So that's what helped establish America. The French fur trappers founded my home city of Detroit and the surrounding area of Mishawaka, Michigan. But so we owe France one. A bunch of Haitians, your former slaves, France, are trying to just cross into our country illegally. Let's treat them like the slaves you used to treat them like. And then we're even, right?
Right.
I feel like that's a Vegas deal where it's like, all right, so.
But what they don't realize is you got to look at the humanitarian. Put it this way: the left is going to go bananas with this imagery. Not that I am not right, and they should. This shit is fucking bananas. If you see a lot of the video, we're putting up the photos of it, but the videos of it is worse. You see, these are little kids in a way, and the horse. One hoof from a horse can kill the biggest, strongest man. What do you think it's going to do to a baby's head? This is bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. It's the same old, same old. We know it's motivated by payback to France, as you said. Like, hey, here's your payback.
Here, we'll beat your former slaves.
We'll beat your former slaves for you. And at the end of the day, there's white people in Arkansas and Dakota. It's like, long as they're treating these niggers like we think they should be treated, that's what they see. Because this is a great image for those racist right-wing motherfuckers. That's how we're supposed to do. Why don't we do it in Detroit? Why don't we do it in Michigan? Why don't we do it in Seattle or Portland when those niggers and the nigger lovers got together and they wanted to do something against the government? Yes,
miscegenation.
Right. Exactly. Why didn't we do it then, you sons of bitches? Get the horses out and run them down. I mean, come on, man. Right. I saw one of them, man, and that's the one where I saw when he was yelling at him, "This is not your country," and he was weaving the horse back and forth, and then he turned the horse so the horse could bump against the person. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yo, man. Now, if one of those Haitians would have jumped on that horse and started giving that dude hands, could you see, would he be wrong? Like, he just jumped. One, to just run up the horse and just smacking it back, smack, boom, bop, bop, bang, boom, 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 pow. But I had to put the music in with the punches.
So, first of all, these motherfuckers walked here from Haiti. Okay, you can't at that point lay down your horse, sir. Talk to them. They've come a long way.
Talk to them. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. They walked from Haiti.
That's crazy,
nigga. If you arrive from an island on foot.
That's like somebody say, man, where'd you walk from? Hawaii. What? I'm saying
dinner's on me. Dinner's on me.
Hey man, fuck it, man.
If you walked here to America, the mainland, from an island, like thousands of them did.
Red Lobster on Pedro.
That's on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Okay, exactly.
They're not even free anymore.
But if you anybody that's watching this and listening to this show, you got to admit the imagery. If you can look it up, all you have to do is put in Haitian and horse, and all these images come up. These are the images that we see of how they're treating these people of color, and I think it is because they are people of color. It is no other reason. I can't see it as no other reason.
No, not people of color, dog. Not like I would, maybe I presented it too lightly, but literally, Haiti, as we've talked about several times on this show, is the first Western black nation.
Western black nation. Okay, yeah.
Because they killed a bunch of white people from France. And then France made them pay for that, with money.
Money, yeah.
They don't have, and since then they've been the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. So, first black nation has been forced by this European nation to be the poorest nation in the richest part of the world.
Right.
So now, when a bunch of those people who are extremely impoverished are trying to walk into the fucking richest nation in the world. Right. We buddy up with our oldest ally from Europe to beat the shit out of their former slaves. So I'm really not taking this lightly. I sip my tequila, I talk my shit, but my nigga, we're not joking, right? And I'm not talking to you, Shang. I'm talking to the world right now, and trolls and all these other people.
All the people that want to say shit.
Like you want to connect dots in history, nigga.
You people
I'm
out
talking real right now.
You
really,
out there.
America is just beating the descendants of the slaves that liberated themselves from Europe successfully and established their own nation, and since then have been punished ever since, constantly, even by Mother Nature, seemingly.
Mother Nature,
hurricane to earthquake,
and financially, they basically hamstringed them, and they hamstringed them and have been hamstringing them. Okay, France is a bunch of stuck-up croissant eating. Fuck y'all. If y'all even look at this as something.
Goat cheese.
Yeah, goat cheese. No deodorant wearing. Your good women.
Wine. Great wine.
Good wine. Okay, fuck it. Let's be real. Okay, okay, all right. And your salad.
Some good cheese too.
Okay, all right. Your salad dressing's on point. Yeah. But I mean, is that? Oh no, I don't know. But aside from that, fuck y'all. Okay, aside from all of that, fuck y'all. If you don't look at this, and if the world doesn't look at this, and the United Nations doesn't see this as a humanitarian crisis, because these people are living under bridges. If there are people camping on bridges, waiting to see if they can get picked for pertaining to asylum laws, and America's about to say, "Yo, fuck that." So the Biden administration better step up and show some fucking empathy and humanity. And if it don't, then Biden, you're gonna be on the same fucking page. And hey, don't you tell me to shut up, buddy. I'll tell you to shut up, buddy. Don't you tell? I'll tell you, you
old France. I'll sell my nuclear subs wherever I want to.
I guess you jackass, you sons of bitches. But that's what's happening right now. And if you can't see that this is bullshit, if you cannot see that this is the way they are treating these people is not in any way, shape, or form the way they were supposed to be trained to treat them. And you're not supposed to yell, "Get out of my country." You're not supposed to be hitting them with whips. And you're definitely not supposed to be fucking trying to bump people with horses while they have a child in their fucking arms, you cunts. And if I see any of you motherfuckers I seen in the picture and you ain't on a horse, you better get on a horse right away, motherfucker. Or you better ride your horse down the old town road, nigga, because I'm throwing hands.
Speaking of throwing hands, Lady Hazel May, I see you slap boxing out here, girl. I'm not gonna highlight it on screen because I don't even want to highlight the name. Yes, we could block this troll, mama. We could. But the reality is they troll hard in this bit. You know, trolls troll. Like trolls be trolling. Haters gonna hate, trolls gonna troll. So like next week it'll be, you know, White Phillip or Beige.
Well, yeah, I'm not worried about the troll. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about any nigga that smells people's seats when they get up. I just
seat sniffers.
You
cushion huffers.
Exactly. Who gives a fuck about that? But I mean, honestly, Ronald, I mean,
I appreciate that.
But honestly, I really do think that the way that they, if the Biden administration does not show empathy in this, then you are on the fucking target too. I'm not gonna say there's no way, shape, or form they're as bad as fucking Trump. The Trump administration, but you're showing your ass, Biden. You're showing your ass if you don't see that this is a fucking humanitarian crisis and you need to step up. And if you don't do it, then bitch, you know what? Helmo will see you too. I will see you, Biden. You'll be here soon. You're old as you're old as fuck. Don't slip on a banana, bitch.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a. Well, okay, so you know, I won't say that the Biden administration is responsible for this, but their handling of it is not going well at all.
It's not going well at all.
At all. It is and this, you know, even to have your first black female vice president be like, "This is horrible." It's like, babe, we know that.
I mean, that's a given.
I don't mean to call her babe lately. I'm sorry. I apologize. I retract. I don't mean that. I just mean like, because like if it was Joe Biden, I'd be like, dude. and for him, I'm like, dude, we know that too. So
Kamala Harris did speak out on it.
But I mean, she said she's gonna meet with Mallorca, and they have a Mallorcas, and they have a you know, they have investigations going on, but it's like
what you need to investigate.
I mean, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of plates to spin, but you feel like this administration, with all the information that we have historically about law enforcement, and you know, this is something that Madam Vice President Kamala Harris is definitely familiar with, is being a cop, being a top cop, being a district attorney,
right?
Being
an
attorney general, you know, and understanding, you know, the FBI have done reports and said there are crackers in our police forces. Like they need to sweep all of this shit.
Well, federally, federally. But guess what? Then they say that's
I don't know how that works, or if it.
You know what they say? Then they say that you are against cops. They always try to find a fucking, you know, whatism. That's what they call it, whatism. Where it's like, well, what about this? No, motherfucker. What about you, bitch? What about you? And you know what? Now, I gotta admit, there is only one time I'd want to see a horse run up on, and now if that was Blanco Peter,
no, and he was, you don't even have to get there. You know.
I'm fucking with you. Listen, okay,
but the reality is, why'd you give him horses?
Yeah.
Why you teach them the whip lasso technique? You know what I mean? Why they got cowboy hats?
Because they're racist.
Why you define these niggas? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you giving them these racist?
America. Okay, look, Queen
Ronald Ewan, I see you out there, brother. Like
we say,
you know he's what I'm saying. Like, let's go though. Like, we know this administration by now, after this president served as the vice president for the first black president, and now has the first female black Southeast Asian Indian black president, vice president. Sorry, like this is like, bruh, like y'all should have come in with the whole cop broom and been like,
right, yeah, but they're not gonna do that.
We reapplying everybody.
Yeah, Nicole
not saying
said,
you fired, but
no, they should definitely do a sweep. But Nicole H said it best.
Now.
Nicole H said it best. America, not America can't be safe.
She said America can't save America.
America. Because it's
because and there's a difference, right? America
is white folks that are like trying. They want something for nothing. But
America is an ideal that if you applied it to everybody, it's a great ideal.
It's a great ideal, but come on, Pedro. Let's be real. they need to not only be the police need to be restructured, retrained, and go and get a lot of the corruption out of there that they know where it's at. They just won't. They're afraid to go do it. And we need to let the Border Patrol. They showed it. ICE has shown how racist they are and how they treat it. They need to be swept and do the shit right. I'm not going to believe in a system. It kills me where they want us to believe in a system where the system is absolutely positively corrupt. Why would I believe in the Border Patrol when they do shit like this? Why would I believe in these people when they're treating people like this? And the majority of those people are not Mexican on the back of those fucking horses. Those are white men.
No. This is on the back of those horses. Yeah,
White men. That's just real. They keep showing their racism, and we keep trying to act like, oh, you think they're really racist? You think America's really racist? Queen Bee said it. America with a triple K. You know what I'm saying? It's not Ice Cube shit. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely positively proof that, and more proof, especially for and I don't ever say this, for the fucking liberals. Don't you see this shit? Or for the people that are in the middle. Well, you know those, what are they called? The people that are in the middle, they're not.
I think you call them crayon eaters, right? Or
they're crayon eaters, window lickers. They're definitely,
fish tankers.
They definitely fish tankers, hydrochloroquine
dewormers.
drinkers.
They're dewormers.
Yeah. These motherfuckers absolutely know what the deal is. They know what's going down, and they don't want to fucking do anything because they want to stay in the middle. To people like Manchin, that bitch, another person. If I see him, boom, hands, Merry Christmas. I'm gonna tell you right now. And if I see that other Marjorie Taylor Greene, wide back gorilla shoulder bitch, guess what? Boom, boom, hands.
You gotta maintain eye contact, dog.
Because
do not relinquish your ground. This is why I love our audience, because sometimes I see trolley comments and I'm like, but then the audience gets in there with it, and
so I'm not going to address it as much. So I try not to.
I'm good, man. All right, so we got other topics that I knew this topic was going to eat up a lot of time because it's fucking
horrible,
sensitive, man. It's very sensitive. Like it's a thing where like we've seen this too many times over and over and over, and it's like it really, really is. It's painful to watch, infuriating,
right,
and inspiring at the same time. So at the same time, let's fight for Haiti, right? Like let's realize that this is the first Black nation in the Western Hemisphere outside. So basically, that means not outside of Africa. This is the first place that Black people were able to establish sovereignty outside of European influence and subjugation and oppression.
Right. And I just want to make one more comment, then we jump into this next
topic. We have to fight for, man.
I agree with you. Thank you, Queen Bee. Manchin is a spy for the Republicans, and they are the Republicans. And all I know is I'm waiting for Optimus Prime to come down and fuck these dudes up.
Yeah.
Manchin is not on your side.
Yeah.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Yes, sir.
So the next.
All right, so we're gonna move on. Savage AF, fuck your feelings.
We going in. Okay, so we going to the one.
Actually, I'm gonna keep it a little. I'm gonna keep it heavier, and then we'll lighten up.
Okay, so I switched that. I just switched it. So
you switched it. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that because I'm like we should stay here.
I know we should go.
Yeah. It'll be hard to bounce between.
Bounce between. Yeah, they're beating us like slaves. Hey, what
exactly. So we'll get.
Have you guys seen the new Cinderella on Amazon?
We're gonna get heavy right now, though. Heavy right now.
Heavy
again.
Heavy.
Stay there again.
Heavy as fuck. That's the new, that's the other show.
My second comedy routine ever was about when animals attack. Primarily, this old.
It was Fox, a TV show.
Old Fox like special thing where you just show people doing dumb things around wild animals. In that vein, this is when white girls go missing. And not to racialize things, but I'm sure we've all heard about Gabby Petito, who went missing, has now been declared a homicide. They found her remains. Can't find the boyfriend. Obviously he killed her. Obviously, the dude killed her. Okay, Laundry is his last name. Brian Laundry. Obviously.
Well,
I don't.
Whites,
you know what? Dirty, the skid marks. The laundry is dirty.
No.
So
Okay.
obviously the motherfucker killed her.
Hold on.
So
hold on. Now wait a minute. We can't say that obviously killed her. It could have been some random person that killed her, or something like that. We can't rule that out. So we're going to say allegedly, like the news says, because okay, fuck it.
No.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's be real.
Shane, today I want you to have your views. I don't ever want to take those away from you, brother. You're powerful with your voice, and I see you, and you got the ankh on your chest and the hat. Man, take it. But me, I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna say, motherfucker, he killed. Yeah, he killed.
Yeah, they was arguing. There was people that saw them arguing. There was the police that actually stopped them, and they were arguing. The other person, there was the witnesses that picked this guy up in the middle of the fucking road and took him somewhere else. So yeah, he does look suspect as a motherfucker.
So the topic isn't really about.
If his boyfriend murdered,
even the circumstances.
The topic
is
America and how they responded to the search for her and how they acted like it was like we had lost, like the Queen of England,
or the vice president or anything. You know what I mean? Like it was like, So here's my thing. It's like I don't want to belittle this experience for the family, for this child. This, very young woman that had her life taken by, obviously, for me, a crazy ass boyfriend.
A boyfriend that.
This is a tragic situation. I'm not trying to say it should have happened or that she deserved anything like this at all. That's not what this is. Okay, so I'm not that dude that is happy this happened at all. If there's any
no, it's not. It's not. No, you're just making a point.
What I'm saying is though, it is amazing the amount of resources, airtime, just attention that a case like this gets when it happens so many times to women of color, of various colors, all the time, and police forces. Government agencies do not get behind. I mean, they don't
get behind it.
This became an FBI case. Like, I literally watched a brother, a former law enforcement agent who's a CNN, analyst in terms of law enforcement. He's like, they have technology that can detect body temperature and things to find the dude who did this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, man, that's a lot.
Okay, so why don't they do that?
Because
women of color. And Queen Bee says 710 indigenous people, mostly girls, disappeared between 2011 and 2020, but the story is never told. I agree with you 1,000%. And this is just, this one white girl, apparently they sent the Avengers to find her. I mean, they had the Avengers out. I think they had Spider-Man was there. Captain America did commercials for her. But check this out. In DC alone, there has been one Puerto Rican girl missing and one Asian girl missing. And all the other girls, these are little girls. These aren't.
We're looking at 12 girls right now. So
12 girls right now. All of them have gone. 10 out of 12 are black. They all gone missing. I haven't seen one fucking story that highlighted this. And this is just in DC, motherfuckers. DC. This ain't everywhere. This is DC. And it also happened in his hometown, Detroit. It happened in upstate New York. All of these situations, we don't see them.
It's everywhere. I mean, the Super Bowl, by the way, just fun fact, and I know I've dropped it here before, I believe is still the highest event in the world for human trafficking. So every year, no matter what the city is, wherever the Super Bowl is, there's more human trafficking going on geared towards that event than anywhere else in the world at any one given time.
Right.
But the reality is, hey, let's stop all of that, right? Let's stop this as much as we can, this abuse and
well, it's not just that, but if
murder and homicide,
it's murder, it's homicide, it's abduction, it's a whole bunch of sex trafficking.
Rape,
but this is the fucked up part for it, people. The bottom line is, it should be that way for all women.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
All women. And you're absolutely right. When white girls go missing, Patrice, It's a very funny comic. I'm gonna fucking big up it. I don't care.
Patrice
Go on
O'Neal.
YouTube, Patrice O'Neal. Watch his special called "Elephants in the Room."
Man.
He said that when a black girl goes missing, there's nothing. When there's a white girl goes missing, there's fucking Black Hawk helicopters, there's submarine, there's frogmen, and that's why he said if he ever gets lost, he's gonna tie a white baby to a white baby girl to his wrist. So they'll find him.
They will find him.
So, I mean, no, that's Patrice. If you get a chance, watch the special. It's one of the funniest.
All right, listen, Shang, I want you to pontificate a bit more on this topic while I grab the charger from my laptop.
Okay.
Because let's just about to die.
About to die again. Okay, so no, all I'm saying is I wanted to know what the people that's on the feed. I want to know, don't you see the situation, the way they treat women of color? Let's be real. Now, I'm not talking about just black women. I'm talking about Asian women. I'm talking about Latino women, Hispanic, Dominican. Why is it that their lives don't matter? But this one, and I'm not saying that her life didn't matter, but her life matters so much more to the media. It's a bigger story. There's more of a search and all that other stuff. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think, not only in the feed. What's up, Kuchadamas? I want to know what you guys think. We got AJ Fit in the building. I want to know what you guys think in the feed. And I want to know, why is it that if you speak out on it, you're being racist towards white people? That's what I was told. I was told that I'm racist towards white people because I'm like, how come y'all didn't look for the black girl that was lost in Michigan? How come you didn't look for the young black girl, 18 years old, that they eventually found her body, which was sad. Don't get it twisted. And the image of her mother finding out was fucking horrible, bruh. When I say it was horrible, but you know what? It was a story and it was gone. Whereas with this particular woman, that I didn't want this young lady to die in any way, shape, or form, but the amount of news coverage and the amount of CNN and MSNBC and online stuff, you know what one didn't cover it as much as I thought they would? What's the one that the new right wing channel that's worse than Fox? OAN did.
They didn't cover this story?
No, they didn't cover the story as much. Fox did, MSNBC did, CNN did, because I saw tons of different pundits talking about it.
Okay, so here's why OAN would
OAN, Ronald. It's OAN. Yeah.
Here's why OAN would not, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
In your humble opinion,
is because they are a Nazi network all day.
And they know a white dude killed her. Boyfriend!
Bro, they don't want to promote white on white crime and shit. You know what I mean?
And her boyfriend,
that's not even a phrase that we use.
They don't want to, they don't want it to be. That's not a
thing to them.
They don't want it to be, oh shit, Scotty did it. oh my God, Chase is the one that choked her. You mean Chase did it? I mean, they don't want to show that.
No, they're going to be like a black gorilla got loose in the forest.
Low forest.
Right. And fucking killed her before. They would be like Black Hawks came from like literal. The Baltimore Ravens. Raped her. Like, nigga.
Bigfoot killed her.
She got Sasquatch.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was
before they did it.
It's like, it was the boyfriend. It's so, you know what they say? It was the butler that did it, not this situation. It was the boyfriend.
The boyfriend in the woods.
With
his bare fucking hands.
Got mad or something.
He was already laying hands on her. They released the tape of a 911 call where the people were like, yeah, we just saw the dude. Yeah, no, he slapped her. And the operator was like, he slapped her? He's like, bitch, what you like? Yeah, slap. Like, yeah, crack. How did I hat? He hit her in the face. Like, let's go. Like,
I mean, the bottom line is he's like, shut up, Kennedy, and fucking punched her, and then that was it. But they don't want to say that.
Petito. I want to say her name just because.
I know. I'm just saying
because I don't want to disrespect her life like that.
Kennedy's.
Yeah, no, it's not that, and it's just, and understand that there's law enforcement. And shout out to Tony Baker and Nicole H. I see you with the skibbity paps, really. But Kuchadamas, look at Kuchadamas' picture. Wow.
He looking quite pimpalicious. Kuchinamas, it says, I've come to the realization that Becky's and Karen's are more important than
Quinitas and
Shanika's.
And that's fucked up didness.
No, it absolutely fucked up business. But
I mean, this is something we've known, but this is I've paused on bringing this up on the show until we quite knew what happened. But the you know, at the end of the day, yes, the amount of resources and attention that this lone story has gotten to find this one woman who deserves to be found, but no more than all of the lost women of color and any other white woman, honestly, that goes missing. But the reality is there is this violence again. Hold on. Keep that up, Shang, and I'm gonna take down this and a banner so we can see the ladies on the bottom, so we can see their face, right? So like just so we can look at their eyes and just understand that women like this that look like this go missing every day, multiple times per day, multiple cities across the world.
And nothing is done. Well, it's done, but it's not done to the extent that they do it for the Karens and the Beckys. So Savage AF,
I don't want to categorize.
Well, no, that's what we said in the feed.
But she represents that.
Savage AF, we're almost at the end of the show, but I wanted to make sure you guys know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on all podcast platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And make sure you check us out on the YouTube channel. It's scrolling down below. Make sure you do that. Bam. Oh, I cut off the bell a little bit. And make sure if you do go there, but you know to click the bell,
Hit the notification, motherfuckers.
Hit the notification, motherfuckers. God damn it, goddamn shit, goddamn on the backhand, boom, back, boom, boom, back. All right, and make sure you like and subscribe when you go to check out the videos. Now we're gonna lighten up a little bit. We're gonna lighten up a little bit for this next.
And you know what? Because you know what, I don't know how over you want to go, Shane, but we could probably end with this because this will take a while to get through.
What?
Because it's this next segment.
Okay.
I think it's gonna take a while to work through.
And we can do the other ones tomorrow.
Yeah, we can save our Shangri and our Black Pedro for tomorrow because the reality is this is we're always asking not only important questions, but I think the most important question in the entire business, which is
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
So obviously with the release of did I say released? With the release of Certified Lover Boy, CLB by Drake, he has now surpassed statistically, and this is up for argument, and that's why we're here. But like Michael Jackson's Thriller, he's crushed a lot of albums. He's the first one to have 9 out of the top 10 songs playing. I'm just going to use that word argumentatively right now. But the main argument now that's coming up in this comparison between Drake and Michael Jackson is basically streaming versus radio, video requests, and going to the store, like physically moving your ass out of your seat, expending gas and carbon footprints to go pick up this physical plastic thing that was destroying the earth to support the artist, right? So the reality is it's easier to download music now, right? Than it ever was to physically pick up
or buy bootlegs on the street in New York.
Even you had to expend some energy. It wasn't. And so downloading expends energy, but not physically for you, right? You don't have to really do anything other than pay your electricity bill and be able to charge your phone. And in some instances, you don't even have to pay your electricity bill. You could just go charge your phone somewhere else, I guess, right? At a
Right.
cafe or some shit. But okay. I guess I'd like to see where you were at, Shang. Like,
well, number one,
do we even compare these two dudes?
absolutely
like this?
compared, absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
what's your how
Okay,
do you see it?
one, Drake is like, nigga, what? Oh, you for real? Yeah, absolutely. I think Drake. We can't compare it because Drake always is consistent with his hits. With some songs by Michael Jackson were just booty. And I think that I wasn't a Michael Jackson fan, but you know what? He was a showman, and when he farted, god damn,
Yeah, he blew that motherfucker.
but I'm just saying, Michael Jackson to me, and I think that Drake, yeah, because it is easier to download, but man, to keep downloading, to keep streaming it, to keep playing Drake instead of Michael Jackson, man, because Michael Jackson stuff, there's Drake songs I listen to that are old Drake songs that still resonate. I listen to "Want to Be Starting Something" and I go, damn, I don't want to do that, you know, want to be starting something. Okay, my son is saying Drake is not as big as Michael Jackson. Yes, he is.
No, it's not.
Yes, he is streaming wise. Yes, he is.
So that's the thing. Okay,
Drake
so
didn't
this is
make
the
bitches faint and men faint. Michael Jackson had the ambulance at his concert.
Okay, Michael Jackson. Okay, yes, women were fainting.
okay.
That's not the point.
That is the point.
air was different back then, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't have the air laws that we had now, so literally air was more toxic back then. Like literally in Los Angeles, they used to have smog alerts where they're like, don't go outside, the air is real toxic. And then California became one of the most ecologically conscious states in the union, right? So like their emissions laws became much tighter, and it changed the auto industry. So pause on the feigning. Depending on where you were, you probably had more fucked up air.
Okay, but
but the reality is, right? Here's my thing. This is my reality.
Okay, well, let's hear your reality, because I say Drake reality. by far.
All I can say is, okay, I'm gonna stay personal for a minute. I think Drake had a line where it's like, Billie Jean's not my lover, but the kid is mine. Okay, so
yeah.
he actually, just is a kind of a regular dude in that sense. His music's emo, but Michael was a weird motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's come on, guys. Like, come on. I grew up just like you did. I watched Thriller just as many times.
Okay, yeah, but look at this nigga's
Beat
face.
It, Bad. Like, I know, man. I know. It's Michael, but
this was Michael before.
I know.
A very good-looking man. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying he was a good-looking guy, and he still had a nose job there. But look at the difference between him then and before he passed.
I truly believe
too much stuff done
that Michael Jackson molested young boys, right? So I believe that. I just believe he did. Okay, so fuck you if you want to argue, or if you want to separate the thing. It's like, no. Okay, so in that alone, Drake wins. I'm like, okay, all you did was have a child out of wedlock. Cool, bro. Like, welcome to America, nigga. Like, your passport is stamped, right? But beyond that, the whole streaming versus, oh, you have to go down to the store to get it. Listen, however you get it now is how you get it. If you're telling me now that it's much easier to just download and stream music, then tell me why nobody else did the numbers Drake did. If it's so fucking easy to just download all this shit and so accessible, then why isn't everybody else doing the same numbers, dog? Like,
they're just not. They're not in the same ballpark.
And I know J. Cole called out a lot of niggas, like, about niggas purchasing, streams and things like that. But like, I'm not sure that Drake is quite that dude. Like, right? Like, I think that his following is pretty legit.
What, Pedro?
And listen, he just has the ladies, dog. Like, he has that locked down. Like, they love his shit. and then he always has a few tracks for the dudes to bump and act hard.
Right. Yeah. But
and
then,
so it's like okay,
but
he's hitting a broad.
I know, but Ronell saying that it was Ronell or was it Kuchidama? Said that Michael Jackson could saying Drake has to use auto tune. Yeah, it was Ronell. Use auto tunes. I agree, but guess what? We're talking about.
No. I'm not talking about talent. I would never say Drake is
no.
I
didn't say more talented. No.
Drake can't sing like Michael.
He can't.
He can't dance like he can. Like,
he can't do that. I never seen him do.
But Drake is a pop star.
Yeah, I know. But
they call Michael Jackson the king of pop.
Yeah,
and now Drake has sold more albums than him he beat.
But he also did he live? But maybe not because he lived longer. Because Michael Jackson was older. You can't say that. It would be people are saying because of the download, you can download and stream his stuff because it's much more easily accessible. It's easier for people to buy the shit. I got it. Okay, but what I'm saying is he's still doing.
Should have the same numbers.
I know he's still doing monsters numbers.
He's obviously more talented in some sense, or connects more with a greater audience,
right?
Than his peers.
And you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This sounds bad. I'd hang out with Drake before I hang out with this nigga.
Bro, trust me all day. Like,
okay, I'm saying
all day.
Now, maybe this dude a little bit, but
they were all weird. Mike was always weird, and he had a childhood stolen from him. So I don't want to reduce that, but I will say, like, yeah, there's a part of Michael
Drake's
Jackson
number,
for me. So getting to that, Ronald Ewan Humphrey says, "What Pedro? RZA Islam proved that was false, as well as the trial." So that's in reference to my belief that Michael Jackson did some things with little boys. Here's my thing, Ronald, is that Michael Jackson. You must have watched the special with Martin Bashir back in the day, where this nigga was in the tree at Neverland and
Neverland. Hold a monkey.
Just shopping in Vegas, like, I'll take that and I'll buy the statue. And how much is this hotel? And it was a crazy thing. But within that whole thing, beyond the whole Peter Pan lifestyle of the boy who never grew up, right? Neverland. In that special, Michael Jackson was like, I love to sleep with kids. Like, sharing your bed with someone is the most, is the ultimate expression of love. And I'm like, this nigga 30-something. Like, what you talking about, dog?
Yeah, and
like you're openly admitting that you love to sleep with other people's kids.
You're right.
Now, obviously, he wasn't expressing, I'm having sex with these kids, right? But bro, if you're a grown ass man, I need you to accept in your heart, nigga, that's not an acceptable thing for a grown ass man to say. You sleep with your own fucking kids. Yes.
You don't sleep with. You can't say with kids.
But the man at that time who had his not his own kids, somehow defending all of these allegations of him child fucking with, I love to sleep with kids. I love to have people.
There's nothing you can say. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, bro.
But Ronell,
come on.
I know we got a lot of people in the feed. I see what you're saying, but bottom line is, a lot of times he's like, get in the bedroom. But I'm sorry.
Why do you think he had a Band-Aid on that finger? He worked that finger.
But the bottom line is, right now, Drake is doing crazy download numbers.
Mr. Adverb, shut up. I didn't share my bed. You took.
Okay.
You took me that
and
night.
I know Queen B saying Prince and Mike. You know what? Prince and Mike is no comparison, at least in my book.
Well, Chris Rock already killed that.
What?
I think Prince won. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Although they both died similarly.
But the wild shit, I saw a video where Prince said, I was supposed to be in the video for Bad. And he said, there was this sign where he said that he gonna say, your buddy's mine. Now he said, now first off, you ain't gonna say that to me. And I damn sure ain't gonna say that to you. This shit ain't gonna work out.
That's the thing. Like, they were both these sex symbols in different ways, but Prince was always in this ambiguous area somehow, but really was just a player, I think.
A pimp ass dude.
And Mike I'm not sure Michael Jackson ever had sex with a woman, dog. Like, I'm not convinced of that. Like,
he was an odd bird, but I'm gonna
you
just
have to
say
show
here,
me a tape,
here
and
on
I don't
Savage
want to see
AF,
it.
here on Savage AF, I'm just saying, he did get stranger and stranger as he got
All right.
older.
So is it fair, to
Yes.
compare Drake and Michael Jackson? It is.
No.
Why not? Because I think it is in terms
Different.
of album,
Album
in
sales.
terms of album sales or whatever.
No, you can compare them album sales, but you can't compare them as artists. But
Because-
you can compare them album sales. And Drake put a motherfucking dent in shit.
And again,
Period. And over 1 billion streams. He's killing the game. And when it was funny when they tried to put Kanye West and Drake against each other, I'm telling you right now, Donda is dumb. Not that I want, nothing pertaining to his moms. I mean, that's sad what happened with his moms. But the bottom line is, Kanye is not his focus. He's just not. And there's something going on with him, and he's absolutely bipolar, or something's going on mentally with this man. We saw when he was at the White House with Trump acting like a cocoon, and we know that. So there was no Drake versus Kanye. I agree with you, Nicole H. is a better comparison, but even Kanye didn't move numbers like Drake did. Drake moved ridiculous numbers, and if that's the case, just like Pedro said, if it's easily accessible, Busta Rhymes should have did those numbers.
Like J. Cole, like honestly, like I'm a little jealous and mad that J. Cole off season didn't do those numbers. Like, to me, that's like hip-hop.
It's a superior album.
But this is why. But
he's an R&B hip hop guy.
Nah. Drake is pop. Drake is pop, and I think in his time, he is the king of pop. I really believe that. I'm going to say that. So I think it's fair to compare the two, but they have different talent sets, right? Like,
Pedro, you tripping?
No. Obviously,
I know I'm messing.
Drake ain't this dancer or the singer that Mike was.
No,
but he's a talent, and this auto-tune shit is just it's just part of the culture. And it's not new. It's what Zapp and Roger was. Computer love. Like, that's auto-tune. Like,
there was a bunch of that shit going on.
He brought that shit out like that. So, like,
but
auto-tunes has been around for a very, very, very long time. It's like,
blame it on the Listen, this is the thing, man. I just want to say, pertaining to Michael Jackson, Mama say, Mama sa, Mama makusa.
And that means nothing.
Means not a fucking thing.
Nicole H said Degrassi, he is pop, but not king. He is popular. I would say you have to go, kings have their reigns.
And this is his.
Nobody's king forever.
So, but aside from that, I'm going to give it to, you can't compare it, but.
Nobody's king forever.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson right now. Drake is doing killer numbers that are unheard of with a lot of artists.
And in an era where music is so very easy to access and download, I think that doing greater numbers than anybody else in this fashion actually means more than beasting people when they had to go to the mall, because your dedicated fans were dedicated to going getting your album. But dog, like, my mom could butt dial Donda at this point, you know what I mean, by accident. You know what I mean? Like, you could, with your ass cheeks, mistakenly. I have music in my thing where I'm like, what the fuck was this? You know what I mean? Like, I never downloaded this shit. And I think I butt dialed some shit.
It happens. Savage AF. I don't know. Are we doing the closeout, or are we gonna do it tomorrow?
No, man. Let's do it tomorrow, because y'all got enough for the night. What the fuck? Greedy motherfuckers, man. I love it.
Yeah. So check this out, Savage AF. We will be on tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then on Friday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, AJ Fitz said, after Degrassi, I can't believe the hardness he portrays. Hey, man, he already says he has a camp around him, man. He's He's the money. He has people protecting him. AJ, come on.
Right? Yeah. Stop it, man.
Not everybody can lift the gym.
Yeah.
We love you, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. All right. Love all y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. And make sure you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're just not a good person. Really, you aren't. You really aren't. You're a sad individual.
Get your life together.
And you know what? And I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say something. And all you Michael Jackson fans, he.
Hey.
That was for you.
Hey.
All right. See you then.
Deuce.